Sam Logue here for Greenblood Boxing. Absolutely delighted to be joined by the victorious Stephen Mcafee on the Celtic Clash 11 card here in Alicante, Spain. Stephen, talk me through the fight. You had a really, really good performance. You've been out of the ring for over a year. Just talk to me about the fight and how you felt your performance was.
Yeah, I enjoyed it, to be honest. You know, I was down here before that and I heard a few dodgy results, you know, I heard upstairs, but the past few months since that, people have been fighting abroad and there's been a lot of upset, so I had in my mind that I had to be tuned on and switched on. And then I got my opponent there last week. The coach came in and I looked him up and he excited me. You know, he's been in with big names, Archie Sharp and stuff like that, so it made me happy. And you know, I was delighted with the opponent. You know,
he was a very good opponent actually. It was a good fight. I mean, he was game. He was hard to budge, and you clattered him with some seriously good shots. He was a tough man to budge. But an interesting thing for me is coming into a 4-rounder. Is it tough? Like, you're coming in, you know the guy's pretty decent. What's your mentality like coming into a 4-rounder? Because it's one of those. He starts slow, all of a sudden it gets a little bit ropey. What's your mindset like going into a fight like this?
Well, I usually do start slow in my fights now, but I think I'm getting a bit more experience now. I'm understanding a bit more. Seems like the start I was a bit young and stupid coming in, but now I feel experience coming on now, more settled and stuff like that. So I looked at him and I was happy, you know, with the performance. You know, I was just moving around and stuff then. Yeah.
What can you take away from that fight? Is there any kind of takeaways in your head straight away that you kind of learned, or was it more just kind of knocking a bit of ring rust off and push on now?
It was a bit about a bit of ring rust now as well, but like see near the ends and stuff on a few rounds, like when he was exchanging, old Steve would have stayed there and tore it out and we would have went war to war, and it would have been a 60-40 in my favour. But I just sometimes a bit of experience I think kicked in and I just boxed and moved off then and came back in and done me work then. So I was happy with it. I can't remember as much of it, but I'll sit down after and have a little peek at it.
Definitely. What's next for you now? How do you want your next few fights to look like, your career to look like in the next few months, etc.? Where do you want to go?
Yeah, well, I heard Martin calling me out before that up with one of the other lads. I didn't see it now last night for the belt, and I said no problem, buddy, but he's happened to losing there tonight, so I don't know where that puts him. But I'm willing to go with anyone, as everyone knows the record's showing of jumping in with anyone really. You know what I mean?
Are there any names in Ireland that you'd like to maybe get an Irish title, or anyone that you'd like to target?
I like an Irish title, but I don't need to target anyone. You know what I mean? I feel I fight anyone. I've proven that. You know what I mean? I'm not ducking or diving. I never have since I stepped into the boxing game. You know, you can look at record and stuff like that.
100%. Great performance tonight. Where are you going from here? Like, how far can you go in this game?
I want an Irish title to be, you know, and then 2 or 3 fights after that, I'd say, and then I'd probably bow out then. I'm not going to stay around for too long, you know what I mean?
So no kind of... Yeah, sorry, go ahead.
No, yeah, like I don't want to stay around too long or something. I know I'm only in it and all, but just thinking of that, you know.
Yeah, okay, so there's no kind of European title, or there's no massive goal as such, the Irish title, and then kind of see how it goes?
It just be ups and downs. One day you're in and then you're out, you know, but Irish title and then European level, I'd like a few goals at that, you know what I mean?
Has it been tough because of the pandemic? With the motivation, has that been a big factor, or is it more of a general thing?
No, the pandemic didn't help at all, you know. The first one came and I was still training and stuff like that, and then the second one came, it kind of got a bit, you know, and then you got in a little slump, but got back over them. But it was hard for everyone, to be honest, you know what I mean?
100%, no, it definitely was, and motivation definitely comes and goes. It's hard to maintain in those times, isn't it?
Yeah, it sure is.
Yeah. Look, I won't take too much more of your time, so thank you very much, Stephen. I really appreciate it, and absolute congratulations, really good performance tonight. Thank you so much.